You are listening to the Exceptional Conservative Network. For more information, go to www.TheExceptionalConservativeshow.com.
The dream deferred is real. You've been waiting for the Exceptional Conservative Network, and now it's here. Go to TheExceptionalConservativeshow.com. Tune in and get the best in urban conservative talk. Stop dreaming. It's real.
Amnesia.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a very special Saturday morning tutoring session with my beloved niece, Sakura. Say hello to everybody, Sakura.
Hello.
There you go. She is so beautiful and she's so smart. Brilliant little girl. And when you grow up, what do you want to become?
A doctor, of course.
Dr. Sakura is joining me. She is my assistant for the day.
Stewart calls me Dr. Gilmore.
Okay, that's very nice that she calls her that.
And maybe cure cancer for once.
I love you, little one. What we're so Sakura. We can't. It's too late to lie. Sakura, ladies and gentlemen, is my beautiful young niece, and we're not using last names or anything because I can get sued. And you want to do that? Okay.
No bad people.
I love you.
What else do you get tased?
You get tased. Oh, we don't want to send threats out over the internet either. And so, I'm telling you, you cannot control kids. It's one of the most wonderful things about live television. So for all of you who were tuned in this morning and are shocked to see the exceptional one, Kim McClinton, TECN TV president, up this early in the morning, on Saturday mornings, I love doing this with my little niece. Now, what we were going to do today,
It's learn about it.
we were going to do a collegiate study of world slavery. But I was voted down on slavery, right? We're not going to do slavery today?
Amnesia.
We're going to talk about amnesia because that is a medical illness, now isn't it?
And it's important.
Very, very important. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want you all to enjoy our tutoring session because she's a really smart kid. And colleges.
In next show, we will do world slavery.
There you go. Next show. And apparently, I've been voted down. But this is a very, very great thing to do with your kids every Saturday morning. Spend a little time doing a little education, a little tutoring, stuff that they don't talk about in school, so that when those things come up in the classroom, they're prepared already. And so what we're going to do right now is we're going to play the amnesia video, and what we also want to do is
react to it.
Yeah, we do. We want to thank Belvedere Delectables, ladies and gentlemen. Belvedere Delectables. I want you all to know that Sakura is my youngest subscriber. She subscribes to the Exceptional Conservative Show on YouTube. She's my youngest subscriber. And as well, ladies and gentlemen, she's my most poignant cheerleader. Don't you do that. Don't touch. All right. And we are excited about Belvedere Delectables, a gourmet company They do side dishes and more. And last night I
And
had.
the fun!
Yeah, they are a lot of fun. And last night I had their baked beans. Oh my God, it is to die for.
And green beans make you fart.
All right. Don't. Okay, now, dear Ken, this batch was made especially for you with a pinch of love, a sprinkle of brown sugar, a spoonful of maple. What's the last part of that? Say that for me.
A double
Dollop.
of pineapple and a pop of bacon.
A pop of bacon. There you go.
And share our news on social media.
Mhm.
Prop your car up next to your job for a photo of your purchase donation. Use coupon code 20 for 20% of your next purchase.
That's right. For everybody who's watching today, you can go to Belvedere Delectables and you can order their side dishes and you will get a 20% discount. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, a 20%. That's a huge discount.
And no stealing.
Okay.
If I see stealing, then you're going to arrest you.
All right. So there's going to be a 20% discount for Belvedere Delectables. And you can use the code SHH20, SHH20. And for those who are following along at home, okay, let me play this commercial and then we will begin with our taping, our video on Amnesia. And make certain that you spend a little time with your children today. In fact, there are two things that you should do every single day with your children. And I'm just going to let you all know that we're going to put this to practice. Just going to show you. Behind me, come here, little one. You are so sweet. It's so beautiful. I love you. Now, what's this behind me right here? These are the words to the what?
To the Pledge of Allegiance.
That's right. Words to the Pledge of Allegiance. And behind me right here is the what?
The United States, aka USA flag.
That's right. And there are two things that we should do every single day when we're home.
Pray to God and be his example.
Exactly. Pray, be his example, and we should also pledge allegiance to the United States of America. So let's pray to God real quick. You ready? Let's pray to God real quick. Ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. Dear Lord, thank you for Sakura. She is such a sweet child. I ask you right now to bless her and keep her always with you from all hurt, harm, and danger, and let her benefit from your love and from your wisdom, and to always give her a smile upon her face and a heart filled with gold. In the matchless name of Jesus Christ, we say amen. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance to the United States. Well, you know what we're going to do? We're going to have a whole lot of other kids also say it with us. So we're going to say it all together. We're going to ask everybody to take all the stuff off their head. Take it all off their head. And we're going to put our right hand, this right here, that's the left. That's the wrong one. Put the right hand, no, we're not going to salute, you're not in the military. Put the right hand over the heart. No, left, that's not the left. Yeah, you know which hand it is. We're going to put the right hand over the heart, and we're going to pledge allegiance to the United States of America using the Pledge of Allegiance. So you do this right here. Take your finger. There we go. Go like this. See this right here? That's the flag, and that's the Pledge of Allegiance. Kids, take it away.
Face your parents. Ready? Begin.
Now remember, ladies and gentlemen, always, always do that with your kids. It doesn't matter if it's a Saturday or a Sunday. Always do this with your kids. Put your hand over your heart and pledge allegiance to the United States of America. There are two things that you should do. It has everything to do with God blessing America and America blessing God. Pray with your kids. Say it with me. Pray with your kids and pledge allegiance to the flag. There you go.
And pray to your kids at night and day so God won't be mad.
They're almost Catholic. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to play this quick commercial, and then we're going to play Amnesia. And your kids will learn while Sakura learns.
I hope you like it.
In the movie The Bourne Identity, CIA assassin Jason Bourne tells his new acquaintance Marie Kreutz about washing up on a shore, unconscious with 2 bullets in his back. He tells her that he can't remember anything that happened before regaining consciousness, saying,
"No, I'm serious. I don't know who I am. I don't know where I'm going. None of it."
Jason Bourne has amnesia, which refers to lacking memory. Now, memory can be divided into 2 main types. The first is implicit memory, also known as procedural memory. Procedural memory refers to the sorts of skills you do automatically without thinking much about it. For example, walking, riding a bike, or texting for most teenagers, anything that has become a habit. The second type of memory is explicit memory, also known as declarative memory. Declarative memory refers to retaining facts, the sort of stuff you need to win a trivia contest. And these memories do take conscious effort to retrieve. When trying to remember things like how many countries start with the letter J, most of us need to stop and focus. It's 3, by the way. You can think of procedural memory as remembering how, and declarative memory as remembering what. When we talk about amnesia, we really mean that some part of a person's declarative memory, the remembering what, is affected. Jason Bourne may not remember who he is, but he has no problem remembering how to speak a foreign language or how to fight. Now, the process of making declarative memory can be broken down into 4 stages, and each stage involves a specific part of the brain. The first stage is encoding, and it occurs in the prefrontal cortex. Encoding begins right when you first sense something. Say you're tasting a strawberry. Encoding would involve classifying the strawberry according to sweetness, size, colour and texture. Think of encoding as a process of breaking down an experience into manageable parts for the rest of the brain to use. The second stage is consolidation. Consolidation occurs in the hippocampus, which is deep within the temporal lobes. In consolidation, the encoded bits of information, like sweetness, size and texture of the strawberry, are linked up to existing memories. Think of consolidation as solidifying the memory. Comparing that information about the strawberry with memories you already have, like eating a raspberry or a blueberry, helps to determine where you put the new information in your memory. When you consolidate a memory, you are organising it in a way that will be easier to recall. The third stage is storage, and it takes place throughout the cortex. In storage, the information that gets linked up with existing memories gets preserved or retained. Now, in order to retain a memory, it has to be edited, pared down and simplified. So, less important details, like what you were wearing or what day of the week it was when you tasted the strawberry, get edited out. That way, the memory stays focused on the really important stuff, like the sweetness, size, colour and texture of the strawberry, the stuff that matters. The fourth stage is retrieval, and it occurs in the prefrontal cortex, hippocampus and cortex. In retrieval, the brain goes through encoding, consolidation and storage of the memory over and over again, and with each run-through, retrieval gets easier. If you've ever tried to memorise facts for a test, you've gone through the process of retrieval, and you probably know that the more you run through that information, the more likely you'll be able to remember it on the test. The retrieval stage protects memories from being lost, and the oldest, most retrieved memories are the most resilient. Now, with amnesia, any of these four stages can be affected. Amnesia can be categorised into two types according to which of the stages is impacted. The first type is anterograde amnesia, and it refers to an inability to form new memories, often forgetting what happened hour to hour. This can feel incredibly confusing and frustrating for individuals as they struggle to recall recent events, like who they just spoke to or where they just came from. Anterograde amnesia is usually because of a problem in the encoding or consolidating stage, and typically results from damage to the prefrontal cortex or hippocampus. The second, and probably most well-known type of amnesia, is retrograde amnesia, and it refers to an inability to recall old memories. This can cause anxiety for individuals with retrograde amnesia, as well as friends and family, as they completely forget important people or moments in their life. Often, individuals might create false memories, called confabulations, or they might have difficulty placing a specific memory in time. Retrograde amnesia is usually because of a problem in the storage or retrieval stage, and typically results from damage to the cortex, but it could involve the prefrontal cortex or hippocampus as well. Both anterograde and retrograde amnesia can be caused by acute and chronic conditions. Acute causes include traumatic head wounds or infections, and chronic causes include brain tumours and neurodegenerative diseases, including dementia and Alzheimer's. Amnesia can also develop from a thiamine or vitamin B1 deficiency, and in that setting is called Wernicke-Korsakoff syndrome. Amnesia can also result from medical procedures like electroconvulsive therapy, as well as medications like benzodiazepines. Besides brain injury or illness, retrograde amnesia can result from psychological trauma, in which case is termed dissociative amnesia. It's unclear how psychological trauma causes retrograde amnesia, but it's thought that perhaps forgetting traumatic events is a psychological defense against the distress they can cause. Sometimes, dissociative amnesia targets a specific memory, like a specific violent event, whereas other times it can be more general, wiping out whole decades of memories. Sometimes, dissociative amnesia is accompanied by dissociative fugue, where a person suddenly wanders away from their home or community without a clear memory of having done that. Diagnosis of amnesia often requires getting a medical history from the person affected as well as their friends and family to help fill in the possible gaps. Blood tests can be done to detect nutritional deficiencies or infections that may impact memory, and MRI or CT imaging may be used to detect structural damage or abnormalities in the brain. For a diagnosis of dissociative amnesia, the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, or DSM-5, states that memory loss should not occur exclusively during the course of dissociative fugue, meaning that memory loss should still be present after the episode of wandering is over. The DSM-5 further states that amnesia can't be due to any psychological effects of a drug or be better explained by another medical condition associated with retrograde amnesia. In many cases, amnesia is temporary, and people will regain memory so long as the cause is addressed. Occupational and cognitive therapies can assist with the recovery process by teaching people strategies for organising and storing new information, and help those with amnesia learn to manage day-to-day life. Mobile phones and other portable digital devices have become a really important part of treatment, as they can provide people with alarms and other reminders, as well as a way of storing important information, like pictures and videos of close friends and family. For dissociative amnesia, psychotherapy can help a person safely process traumatic memories. Alright, so as a quick recap, Anterograde amnesia usually affects the encoding or consolidating stage of memory formation and causes a person to be unable to form new memories. Retrograde amnesia usually affects the storage or retrieval stage of memory formation and causes a person to be unable to recall old memories. One type of retrograde amnesia is dissociative amnesia, which is thought to be a psychological defense to dissociate or detach from distressing events in the past. Hi everyone, Sarah here. Thanks for watching that video on amnesia.
That was so fast, baby.
The script was written by Simone.
There we go. That was a very, very good video, I would think. And I just want to go real quick for those who are following along at home. When we, let's see, go to this one real quick. Okay. Wham. Okay, that took it off the, there you go. Okay. Now, when we think about amnesia, what exactly is amnesia?
It's actually an inability to make old or new memories.
Okay, so that's exactly what amnesia is. Anterograde amnesia deals with what?
Storage or...
No, that's retrograde, deals with storage. And
Oh, you're talking...
anterograde deals with new memories. And retrograde deals with what? Old memories. Okay. So, back in 1963, So, what persons normally suffer from amnesia?
Temporary.
Temporary people who have temporary memory loss.
Unless you aren't looking up and it's permanent.
Yeah. And then some people do suffer from permanent amnesia because they can't remember whether they can't make any new memories or they can't make any old memories.
But how do they get permanent or temporary amnesia?
Well, that's a very good question. And what we learned in the video is permanent could be as a result of something that was acute. That there was some traumatic thing that happened, like a brain injury or something of that nature, thus causing the effect of loss of memory. Whether permanently either not being able to remember old memories or not being able to remember or create new memories. But sometimes there's psychological trauma. Something happens that's real bad in someone's life. Thank you for following along at home. Child abuse or some form of neglect.
Okay.
Rape or incest. Things like that. And then if they disassociate the memory so that they don't remember it anymore. They don't want to remember that very bad thing in their life. Someone died or something. So they disassociate. And it's very hard for them to bring up that memory. And a lot of people who go through grieving sometimes want to stop their grieving, so they try to disassociate themselves from the event in their life. So there's a varied number of things that happen with people as to how they actually lose their memories or are unable to form new ones. However, is there treatment for it?
Yeah.
Really? What could someone do to remember?
Mom, don't show me that.
What could someone do?
Wait a second.
As off-screen parenting director. That's what we're dealing with right now. Off-screen parenting direction. I am talking this morning with my beautiful young assistant and youngest subscriber youngest subscriber to my show, and
Yeah.
she is my assistant for this particular day. And Sakura,
And no one else is because they aren't cool.
bingo. In order to have this job, you got to be cool. You got to be. So,
Like me.
like Sakura. So, ladies and gentlemen, do this today with your kids, or find Monday, Sunday, or Saturday. Find a day with your children where it's not just them outside. It's not just them outside. And whatever you do, don't take away the fun from the children. Let them have fun. Let them enjoy the learning process. When you enjoy it, you keep it. And when you keep it, you cherish it. Education is very, very important. And
Very important.
because you don't just get
That's
educated.
important
Yep.
in Mexican.
Mhm. So you don't get just educated at what? School. You get educated at
Home.
and what you learn at home, you take with you to.
School.
There you go. So, ladies and gentlemen, we learned a whole lot of things today. What are 2 things you should do with your children every single day?
Watch videos.
No.
I meant
You
pray
need
to God.
pray to God, and also do the.
Pledge allegiance at all of your schools.
Exactly. And you should do some learning on the weekend, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can it be fun?
Yes.
Was it fun today?
Yes.
All right, so let's go have some more fun. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you all right now, that the best thing that you can do with your children is spend time with them. Love on them, and they will love you back. There you go. Get your dance on, girl. Get your dance on. Get your groove on. Because 20 years from now, when your great-grandchildren are watching all this stuff, they're going to be like, Mom was so cool when she was a kid. And so was her Uncle Ken. So, from all of us at TECN TV, ladies and gentlemen, we just want you to know that you can have fun with your kids. They can learn a lot. And when you broaden their minds, you broaden their horizons. When you broaden their horizons, they have the whole future before them. Remember always, ladies and gentlemen, remember, what am I pointing at?
You're pointing at ceiling.
Yeah, well, no. We're on the TV screen. They think I'm pointing at what? God
bless America.
And now it's time for America to do what? Bless God.
That's us.
Bless God. All right? I love you, Sakura.
I love you too.
You're my baby.
And do not say he's not smart or handsome around.
Thank you. She's well paid. We will end.
And hit that little bell.
Hit the button that says subscribe. Subscribe.
And hit that bell. And that line like bells. Or else Baldy will come to your house at 3 a.m.
We are not sending anyone at 3 a.m. Just subscribe. Thank you, Belvedere Delectables, for sponsoring. Was that a good commercial?
Yes, that was the commercial.
That was a commercial. We're going to play that commercial out. There will be a movie of the week, and I will tell you.
Make a movie.
Make a movie. We'll work on that. Belvedere Delectables, thank you so much for sponsoring today's show. There will be a movie of the week tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Tomorrow at 7 o'clock in the evening. Are you going to watch the movie?
Yes.
We are going to do the King David animated movie at 7 o'clock. King David animated movie at 7 o'clock in the evening. Bring your children, sit down, watch it, enjoy yourselves. Belvedere Delectables, thank you so much for sponsoring us today. And let's play the commercial and then we'll be out. Peace!
Peace! Peace! Bye.